Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're an emerging nation. We've been putting in some really solid foundations over the past few years because we have to be here for generations, not just a few weeks, months, or years like a business opportunity. We are a nation and we are here to build wealth for our members, a legacy of wealth for generations to come. We're not get rich quick, although people can make a lot of money within our community. Okay, with that said, we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. I'll be heading over there in a moment because that's where we see most of the comments and we can put names to the comments. Here in the app, we can see people on YouTube and we have Lewis in from Portugal saying hi. Anybody can be a citizen of We Share Abundance. There's no cost to join. We do ask that you come with a positive mental attitude and a willingness to share love and abundance. But other than that, there's no qualification required. Okay, just come in, enjoy the loving atmosphere of our community, and get involved in anything that you choose. There's no obligation ever to participate in anything that you don't want to get involved in. Most of the things that we have, you can get involved in with no out-of-pocket cost. In fact, pretty much everything. But it is sometimes easier and quicker to throw a few dollars in the hat, and a lot of our members choose to do that. It's totally optional. Okay, we accept citizens from every corner of the world, every color, class, creed, gender, financial status, educational level, whatever else. We don't recognize all those differences. We're non-separatists. We don't pigeonhole people for any reason. We just see everybody as a member of the human race and part of one big family, all interlinked. And we recognize that every human being is unique and therefore has something unique to offer our community and is of equal value, therefore, to every other member of our community. And so is treated equally and with equal love. Okay, let's head over to Facebook. Let me make sure my speakers are off because they're not at the moment. I've been doing things that required speakers. There we go. Let's get to Facebook. When I get to Facebook, I'll be looking for We Share Abundance Publicly group. And then I'll be looking for the 17th, I think. Yes, 17th of November. And so far, so good. If I click on the link, we should get the comments panel up, and we've got lovely Deborah Nichols in from Southern Alabama, USA. Lovely to see you, Deborah. And we'll be getting started in just a moment with a very short prayer to help us find the path to true happiness. I talk about true happiness because it's easy to get short-term pleasure from lots of things, but true happiness can only be found through loving service to others. You can't buy it. There's plenty of people that have got lots of money and they're still searching for something. There's something missing. What is it? What is it? They're looking for other things to buy. They want more houses. They want more possessions. They want more power. They want more something. They don't know what it is, and it's happiness. And it comes from loving service to others. So that's what our prayer is about. The great thing about making loving service to others your mission, your goal, your way of life, is that everything that you want and need in life will start to flow to you automatically. You won't have to stress out chasing after things. It'll just happen for you. Okay, so that's what our little prayer is about. And we're going to get started with that now. We're going to follow that with a little affirmation to maintain that non-separatist ideology we have, where we just see everybody as a member of the human race, part of one big happy family. Excuse me. And we've got Kingsley in from Manchester just in time for the prayer. So here is the prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love. Bless each member that through that love they may find the joy of service, and through service that they may attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation goes like this: we are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, updates. It's Friday. First of all, the update is the raffle tickets are going very slow, even though the prize money's gone up. We need to be selling more raffle tickets. I think we sold less than 100 as well. Anyway, last time I checked, I think it was about 80 something. How many did we sell last time? Uh, about 300 and something we sold last time, I think. But we need to get up there, because if we don't, the prize money is going to come down again back to 100. We need to get around 350 to 400 tickets sold. If we can get to 400 tickets, we will push the prize up to $200. But if we are struggling around, we're going to have to bring the prize money down, because we'll be making a loss, basically. We don't want to make a loss. We don't care if we make a very small loss. We don't care if we break even. It would be lovely to make a profit, because then we could use that profit to benefit a charity. We could give it to a charity. We're not here to make a profit for any reason other than for charity. The object of the raffle is for members to have a little bit of fun. And for $1, you can win $150. And you've got a 1 in 3 chance of winning a prize anyway. So it's only $1 prize, but you get ticket money back. One way of looking at it is, if you buy 12 tickets, you pay $12. There is a strong possibility that you'll get $4 back out of that 1 in 3. It might not happen. You might get nothing. You might get $12. But statistically, you're likely to get about $4 back. So you get 12 chances of $150 for just $8, if the statistics bear you out as um, as they could. Okay. Let's just have a look. We've got Richard in from Devon, UK, and we've got Carl in from New Zealand, I'm sure. He says, with the 777 plan, I've purchased a position, but would like to add my original deposit, but can't see how to do that. Just exactly the same way as you paid your original deposit, Carl, and put in a new form with the additional amount, and it'll all get added up. It'll be easier once we get the page up, but that won't happen for a few days. So you can just go ahead in exactly the same way, pay whatever it is you want. Let's suppose you bought levels 1, 2, and 3, which would have been what, $35, and you wanted to add in level 4, which is $40. Just pay the $40, submit another form with your details, and it'll get picked up, no problem. Okay. Got Norman in from Doncaster, UK as well. So that's a little bit on the raffle. Let's get some tickets sold so we can keep those prizes increasing. What else? ROI tips. I despair sometimes, but anyway, ROI tips. I have told them to get started on the campaign on Monday, okay, with their best converting ads that they've been testing for heaven knows how many weeks. We have to get some traction there. We have to get something happening in there. I am, to say the least, disappointed with the service we've got from them, and I could never ever recommend them to anybody else, unfortunately. But we'll see how they progress from here on. I'm not blaming the support people. The support people do what they're told, I suppose. But what I am disenchanted with is the way that they sold us the totally managed campaign, and that's not true. A lot of the things that they said they would do, we've had to do. We've had to do more than we expected, and they said that they could get leads between $1 and $5, and they're getting nowhere near $5. But we're going to have to go with it because otherwise we just keep continuing to throw money away. So we've got to go with it and see what we can get out of it. So that's where we are with the ROI tips and the turnkey cash cow campaign. I am looking at other options for that going forward. And in addition to, of course, running our own campaigns, but it's not easy to run a Facebook campaign. Let's be honest about that. Okay. Does Caleb know that his team hasn't delivered? Very hard to say, actually. I mean, to actually know whether it's getting through to Caleb or not, Richard. But I've used the only route that we have to express my disenchantment. Okay. We've got Akpomide in from Nigeria as well. The exchange page apparently is completed. Devyani has done some testing on it, but they want me to test it, and they said, go ahead and test it. And then just before I was about to start, they said, but don't use real tokens. And that Govind would be sending a video explaining how to test it. I don't know how you can test it if you're not using real tokens. I mean, I don't know. But the video never arrived. We've chased after Govind and we've not heard from him. I doubt whether we'll hear over the weekend, but hopefully Monday we'll get that. Once it is all verified as working correctly, then it can be uploaded and will be operational. And that'll be one thing ticked off on the list. Finally, it's taken far too long again, but it seems everything we do takes far too long. Maybe my expectations are too high. I always say that you should never expect anything. You should just hope. And then you don't get disappointed. Okay, so so that's where we are with that page. It should be there. Debbie is getting the pre-launch page in the back office sorted out. I'm working on a couple more splash pages so that there will be more options for you. And I'm also going to get some banners done, which you'll be able to use, which will be available to you for promotion. The the planet itself is. Um, I'm really, really pleased with. It is powerful. I've run lots and lots and lots of tests on it, uh, and I've made little tweaks here and there that you wouldn't even notice. So I'm not going to tell you what they are, but they are only going to make sure that things run smoothly. It'll be a well-oiled machine. Once it gets going, it's going to put a lot of money into a lot of people's pockets. Nobody will lose money with it. That's the important thing, because that I don't think has ever been achieved before in um, any home business where you can say nobody has ever lost money in that home business. I know some people will claim that nobody's ever lost money because they bought products or something like that, you know. But most of the time, people buy the product simply to take part in the opportunity, and the value for the products may well be very high and very good, but it's not what people are looking for, not what most people are looking for. They're looking to make some profit, and if they bought products that they didn't really want, and they've not made any profit, they regard it as a loss. Even though the company may say they've not lost anything because they bought products and they got good value for their money. But we will be in a position where not only will the products give good value for money, which they will, but in addition, everybody, without exception, will make a profit. I can't guarantee how much, but they will not lose money. They will make a profit. And I can't guarantee how soon either. If you're active, you're in control of everything yourself. But if you are passive, or for the most part passive, half-hearted or whatever, yeah, you'll get there. It could be quick, it could be slow. It's not going to be super fast because of the way that the free entries are structured, but it'll get you there. But anybody that is prepared to just do a little bit of promotion and keep the thing moving, they will move so fast once they start moving, once they start getting things going, they're going to not be able to keep pace with what's going on and how fast things are working for them. It's really good. So uh, we we are working on things in the background now to make everything more smooth. We are in pre-launch. It'll give us a chance to get everything right, and we'll get that pre-launch page in the dashboard, which can be converted to the full. Uh, what's after pre-launch? The full after launch, I suppose. I don't know. Um, it'll operate in much the same way. You'll be able to see what's going on with that page. But in pre-launch, it's important because it'll show you exactly what you've got and where they are and what's going on. And importantly, the links to the special pages and things like that. What else? Um, Let me give you numbers while I think there's something else I wanted to talk about, but I'll give you the numbers. In the last 24 hours, a net decrease of 26 in our registered members to 40,563, an increase of 9 in our active members to 3,961. Seems a bit slow just a minute at this moment in time. Usually at this time of the month, things are going quite quite strong, but it's a bit slower than usual anyway. Doesn't matter, but it's just curious, just curious. It's not following the normal pattern, let's put it that way. Multiply Weezer, another email verified member, but nobody knew board advertising. The bonus pool did go up to the next dollar mark. It went up to $10,276.40. That was because of our revenue share we get just for logging in to the account. Okay. Yeah. I created a page in my blog about Ponzi's, and I listed the potential Ponzi's, I suppose, that we are involved in, the passive income plans. You never know with the passive income plan whether it is a Ponzi, whether it's a scam, whatever. The only way you find out is when they disappear. But the ones we have listed do have admins that are they're not anonymous. Let's put it that way. How important that is debatable. Metafy yielders that we got stuck with as a community have their admin quite open and out there, and I got to confess, fooled me. And I don't know what ever happened to him. I've not ever heard anything more about the that plan. But there were a lot of people put a lot of money into it, so I don't know what happened. We got a question here from Richard. Launch day time to crack open a jar of cider. Oh, it's not a question. Pre-launch day is a good time to crack open a bottle of cider as well, actually, Richard. And anticipation of pre-launch day. Okay. And we got Andrew Dean in from Sydney, Australia. What are you doing there, Andrew? You're from Auckland, New Zealand. Is it vacation or business or what? Richard agrees with me. Yeah, I thought you might do, Richard. Okay. But that has got listed, and it's got listed on it some plans that are not yet in the downline builder. But some of them I've only just joined, and we don't really know what they're going to do. But some of them are doing really well. ITP is doing well. Quote or whatever it's called is doing well. Can't remember what they all are, but those two in particular, I am pleased with. I've not put plans like Vortic and AES up there because at the moment they're not working. I'll tell you what, I've not got ETF pools, I don't think, in that list. And they seem to be doing well, but we'll know better by the end of this month when we should start to see some money coming in from ETF pools. And we'll be able to reimburse the people that got us into the founder position. Not all at once because we won't get enough money in all at once, but it's let me make a note of that. Where's pen? ETF pools. I don't think Beyond Infinity is there either. But we do have a number of plans there that seem to be going all right. We're not making a fortune. Well, ITP is going well. It's not in a position where it can fund us very much at this moment in time. But if it continues to grow like it is doing, probably by the end of this month or middle of December, we should be getting some income out of there and still growing the plan. So that will be good news. We don't want to be relying on all those plans, but they are perhaps a little bit of fun to get involved in. provided you do it following the rules and don't put in more than you can afford. Um, Andrew's let me know it's on holiday in Sydney. Okay. Um, I've never been to New Zealand, never been to Australia. Uh, I should. I got quite a lot of friends that I've made through my rugby playing days, in New Zealand particularly, and some in Australia, that I am in contact with. So um, it would be nice to get out there one day, perhaps. Maybe not in this lifetime. Okay. Uh, yeah. So take a look at it and have a look, see what you're in, see what you think of them. I will try and update that page with information on those plans as we get paid more out of them, or if we don't, or whatever happens with them. So there you go. Um, the Fun Miracles. I think I think I may have found somebody that can do something with that um, in the right way. Nearly everybody that we contact leads back to the same place, which is WebMobril, an organization in India. And it seems that all these people are just selling WebMobril um, services as affiliates, presumably. Um, so we have to get outside of that box, if you like, where everything leading back to the same place, because we know what's happening with that, and it's not what we want. Um, but I have been doing some investigation um, with some of the leads we've got from the work job spec that I put out, and also from a few other inquiries on there. And one of them looks pretty good. Um, Oh, Lucas, we have room for you and Rosa in the beautiful Bay of Islands, New Zealand. Okay. Um, Cody, what about Cody? Okay. Yeah. Uh, I'm sure that there'd be a lot of people that would offer accommodation, although I wouldn't impose as, as on anybody. It's always great to have people visit you. It's even better when they leave. uh, So yeah, okay, here we go. What are we on to now? I've given you the numbers. I've given you the updates that I've got. Actually, I think um, I was speaking with Dave. His medical situation is improved. He's got a few all clears on a few things that were of concern to him, and he is really positive about the this new app they're putting out. This Ripple rewards thing. Uh, it's going to be a good 6 months before it gets fully loaded with, well, maybe it'll never be fully loaded because you know what Dave's like. He keeps adding and adding and adding things. I suppose I do too. I suppose that's the way entrepreneurs are. They always looking to put more and do more and find more. Everything's an opportunity, isn't it? And you always want to embrace it. So, um, but what it's already got planned, it's going to take 6 months to get everything loaded. Um, But the idea of the app is for everybody to get it downloaded and use it for whatever they want. They can play games, make a little bit of money. do surveys, they can get money saving offers, and all sorts of things like that. Um, and I know he is very enthusiastic about it, so I hope it will work for him and ultimately lead to getting the two raffle tickets sold. Okay. Um, yeah, if Cardi can't go, we don't go. That's right, Kingsley. Uh, if they don't let Cody in, we don't go. Um, a few weeks back, we'd been out shopping, and we were passing a place that we'd stopped in previously, pub. We didn't have a meal there, but it all looked good, and we were starving, and we said, "Oh, we'll get a meal in this place." We got there, and we got to the door, with Cody on his lead there, looking good, and the lady at the door said, "No dogs." What do you mean no dogs? We've been here before. You let dogs in? No, no, we had a real change with no dog. So, okay, boom, off we went. We had to wait till we got home to get something to eat. Um, you're quite right. Can- If Cardi can't go, we don't go. Okay. And we got Buzina in from Edinburgh in Scotland. Going to watch the replay because she's a little bit late. Um, England are also playing football, I believe, tonight. So a lot of people will want to get away and watch that. Uh, can't say that I'm going to be too bothered about watching it. They're playing Malta. Um, I think it would be nothing short of a scandal if England didn't win by several goals. Let's put it that way. Um, I like Malta. Only been once, but I really enjoyed it. Loved the people. Wonderful people. Okay, I don't think I've got anything else for you, folks. Um, I'm hoping to get a lot of stuff out over the weekend, which will be available for you. Um, but at the moment, I don't really have anything that I can release to you. Um, I'm working also on the affiliate thing. Um, I'm getting a few things lined up there. I'm looking at a couple of programs that could be promoted in that. Um, but I'm finding it difficult to get feedback on them, which um, I want to make sure that if I'm promoting something and in the affiliate field, that it's going to be beneficial to everybody. Um, and that way we can be sure of generating some serious income, which will tide us over until we can get finance sorted out. I've been on to them again. It's crazy. The communication I got from them is one, we need a video showing your transfer records from the deposit source wallet to your Binance account. We've had that in the past, but I'll do it again. Two, we need screenshots of transactions from the deposit source wallet to your Binance account. They've had that, we'll do it again. Three, we need a written explanation of the source of funds and the purpose of making crypto deposits, including information about counterparties, full name, nationality, contact, email address, mobile number, and profession or business. Uh, it's crazy. Written explanation of the source of funds and the purpose of making crypto deposits, including information about counterparties. And they want, I'm not sure that I would even legally be able to disclose that if I wanted to under the um, under the Privacy Act, whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called now. It used to be GDPR when we were in the EEC thing, but I don't know whether that applies now. Anyway, we'll see what we can do. But it's crazy, isn't it? Okay, let's have a look in the app and see if we've got anybody else in besides our regular Lewis. Scrolling down, we'll have a look. Nope, nobody else in there. No questions. I'll be here tomorrow. Same time, same place. Let's see if we can whack up some of those raffle ticket sales. I'll do a message out tomorrow about it. 2 days to go, $150 and all the bits and pieces, and we'll see if we can get some tickets sold. We need to be getting 400. Really, we did 303 ticket sales, I think, last week. So we need to beat that. But I'll be back here, same time, same place, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly. Until then, as usual, I'll see you later, alligator. Yeah, in a wild crocodile. See you, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. In a wild